Yo, what's good? You're listening to Everyday Superpower, the place where we talk body language, non-verbal
Pajama o
communication, game,
cabelo.
everything in between. Two links down in the description. One goes to the catalogue of body
Show.
language, a YouTube playlist of my own, as to where you will learn the A to B, the top to the bottom, the complete catalogue of how to read people, read their minds through how they portray themselves by every second by second basis. Second link goes to the Patreon, where you will join me in watching real first dates and assessing the body language. Are they attracted? Are they repulsed? You will be able to see this in your day-to-day life from there on, okay? It's deep game and it will stick with you for good. Right, my question for this discussion is, does she make herself seem weak around you? This came to mind in consideration of physical weakness. Okay? Does she portray, accentuate, or verbalize her physical weakness around you? This is a means of accentuating her femininity in relation to your masculinity. Is she testing a reaction from you? Is she asking for help from the knight in shining armor who's here to fulfill the void that she can't cater to herself? Is she shit testing you potentially to see if you're going to go out of your way, potentially put yourself in harm's way for the sake of appeasing her? Only you know. Masculinity and feminine creates a beautiful dance. We both have shares invested in both the masculine and feminine, depending on, well, I say dependent, it's irregardless of what sex we are. I am man, I am masculine, I can accentuate my masculine traits, whilst I also have feminine traits, and such as the woman has masculine traits and feminine traits too. But to be weak, to be frail, is a feminine trait. To be cared for, pampered, to be daughted is a feminine trait. Has the woman
Pajama o
had a father
cabelo.
in her life who has been able, or should I say a father figure in
Show.
her life who has been able to fulfill the physical strength requirements needed when necessary? Or has there been an absence of such as to where you can fulfill that and give the gift of what has never been? This goes both ways. I speak from myself when I say some men may leave the motherly embrace upon reaching adulthood and find an absence of care and nurturing that they will crave in a female companion later on down the line. When a woman accentuates her need for physical assistance, I can't carry this. Oh, it's so heavy. Wouldn't it be in your best interest to step up as the man? You see, men find satisfaction in showcase of physical strength, whereas the feminine, the female, finds feminine expression through the accentuation of weakness and submissive action. Through taking the shopping, through taking the bags full of supermarket food that your partner was unable to carry. You symbolically possess the woman. You have taken her weight. Like her being on the battlefield injured, you have taken her weight. You have taken the problem and you are solving the issue. You are going from A to B as the problem solver, as the logical man, as the male. She can rely on you. Oh, I'm so weak and you're so strong. Brackets. Could you defend me if somebody broke into the house? Can you look after me? I have a psycho ex-boyfriend. I get night terrors from trauma I've experienced in my life. Can you be there as my sturdy fortress? Does she go out of her way from time to time to appear physically frail and weak? Not emotionally.
Sure.
Not mentally. Does she highlight the difference between you and her? That highlight and accentuation is a beautiful thing. She's not unhealthy. She is a woman and she is showing you that in the beauty of your masculine energy. You don't need to respond back in an overt hypermasculine manner. That's not the response necessary. She is giving you her in the face of what you are. She is not going to the weak man and saying, I'm so weak. She is going to the strong man and saying, look at how weak I am. You could own me. You could make me submit to you. I am in submission to your power, your strength. I don't possess that. Does she go out of her way to seem weak and frail in relation to you? We could look at the flip side. I'm not just here to talk about submission and all of this and that. If a woman has come across this video and feels like I'm speaking in regards to, chauvinistic and misogynistic viewpoints, apply it onto the other sense. Does the man go out of his way to puff his chest out, to showcase his strength and his ability? Does he hold on to you a bit tighter than he should do when you're hugging? Does he show how big his hands are in comparison to yours? Oh, how big his shoe size is? Does he show off in front of you in an attempt to have you perceive him as something more than he actually is, somebody stronger than he is? Such is the feminine way of accentuating the weakness. Is it weak in a detrimental sense? Not necessarily. Biologically speaking, that woman's not there to fight or fend off predators from the children. That's the man. Is she perceptive enough to do so? Yes. Physically speaking, does she have the capability like the man? No. Okay? If she and her womb wants to have children, she's ready for children, and she's looking at you or if she'll be ready for children and she's looking at you. There's something inside of her which needs to test you and check out as to whether you can play the protector role. It goes beyond attraction. It delves into childbearing. It goes into the reason for our existence, the reason we're present right now in conversation, the reason why our bloodline will continue, our generations will continue. The meaning of life, procreation. The meaning of human law, human nature, self-preservation. Pay attention if she makes herself look weak around you, it's a good sign. I'm signing out.